angel of light.
Yeah, go ahead.
Said, therefore, it is no great thing if his ministers also be transformed.
Ministry.
Ministers
Ministers?
also be transformed as the ministers of righteousness.
Yeah, so when you see a pastor, he spend time, poke champ. You feel he's a man, you feel he's a man you love. He's not a man you love. He's a man of this devil. You understand?
So this is John 14, start from 8, right? It say, Philip said unto him, Lord, show us the Father, as it sufficed us.
Okay.
Right? So Yahweh Shai said unto him, have I been so long time with you, and yet have thou not known me, Philip? Say, he that hath seen me hath seen the Father.
Okay. Because the so-called Negroes and the Latinos and Native American Indians, we made in the image of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. They get it in Genesis in the 4th chapter. We made in the image. Anybody got it to bring it out? Anybody got it? You got something in?
This is Isaiah 2 verse 19, as well verse 18. And the idols he shall utterly abolish. You understand? Is it there when the Lord comes?
Okay.
You understand? Is the last one. This is Nahum chapter 1 verse 14. And Yahweh had given a commandment concerning thee, that no more of the name of thy name be sown. Out of the house of thy gods will I cut off the graven image and the molten image. I will make thy grave, for thou art vile.
These are Isaiah 46 verse 1. It says, well forward dog, neither stupid. Their idols were upon the beasts and upon the cattle. The carcasses were heavy, loaded. They are a burden to the weary beast. They stoop, they bow down together. They could not deliver the burden, but themselves are gone into captivity. Bel and Nebo was Babylonian gods. You understand? And what the scripture says, when you go into captivity, we modern day Babylon and modern day Bel is this guy right here.
That's right.
You understand? And they're going to go into captivity when you have a wire and strike up.
That's right.
Jeremiah 50 verse 2. Declare ye among the nations and publish. Set up a standard. Publish and conceal not. Say Babylon is taken. Bel is confounded. Murdoch is broken in pieces. For idols are confounded. For images are broken in pieces.
Right. Most I can destroy all this madness. And this devil going into slavery. The whole city so-called white man going into slavery. You Moab, Elam, you Hamites, they are going into slavery. You don't prepare yourself for destruction and slavery.
That's right.
Because you are enslaved the chain of Israel, which is so-called Negroes, Latins, and Native American Indians. Right? So the righteous thing to put you back in slavery. Right? Yeah, go ahead.
This is Exodus chapter 12 and verse 12. For we pass through the land of Egypt this night, and will smite all the firstborn in the land of Egypt, both man and beast, and against all the gods of Egypt I will execute judgment. I am Yahweh Ba'asham Yahweh Shai.
God said upon all the gods of Egypt he cannot do judgment. So that was just to show Israel that them gods what they was worshiping back in Egypt have no power. And he said that I am the living God. Let's tell me just back here with one day real quick. And then I will jump over. This is Ezekiel. Ezekiel chapter 20 verse 5, and say unto them, thus saith the Lord, in the day when I choose Israel and lifted up my hand unto the seed of the house of Jacob and made myself known unto them in the land of Egypt, when I lifted up my hand unto them, saying, I am Yahweh your God. So that is the Lord gonna do again this year, Lord, just like the Lord did back then. We show his power. He say, hey, I am your God. These gods here are no God. And he cannot do it once again. Understand?
These people can see and they're gonna fear. They're gonna die in your unfaithfulness. They're gonna be destroyed for your lack of knowledge and for your stiff-necked ways. Because right now in the time of information, is truth flourishing, and yet still two-thirds stuttish. You know, they're not taking heed. But now you're going to take heed when all hell break loose. When them demons come after you, then you're going to look for take heed, but it's going to be too late. It's going to be too late. Right?
This is from the history of Bel and the dragon, verse 25. Then said Daniel unto the king, I will worship the Lord my power, for he is the living power.
God.
But give me leave, O king, and I shall slay this dragon without sword or staff.
God.
The king said, I give thee leave. Then Daniel took pitch and pot and hair, and did seed them together, and made lumps thereof. This he put in the dragon's mouth, and so the dragon burst in sunder. And Daniel said, Lo, these are the gods he worshipped.
Yeah, nothing, idol, vanity. The God couldn't even defend himself against Daniel.
Can't.
And this who you Jake bow down to. Things that can't even help you, can't even save in the time of trouble. Idols, stone.
Things that can't save us.
Shit. There's somebody get Jeremiah 11 and 12. Anybody? You got something right now?
Ezekiel 39, verse 21. And I will set my glory among the heathen, and all the heathen shall see my judgment that I have executed, and my hand that I laid upon them. So the house of Israel shall know that I am Yahweh their God from that day and forward.
That's right. You're going to know. You're going to know, because when you see this judgment, you're going to not say Satan this time. You're going to say, nah, this is the living power. Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. So when you see these judgments are coming like a flood, you're going to know, you're going to say, oh, Satan busy. In that day, you're going to say Satan. You're going to praise Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. You're going to say the living power doing this.
Right, this
Right?
This is 2nd Ezra 15. I'll start from 3. It says, fear not the imaginations against thee. It says, let not the incredulity of them trouble thee.
Yeah, the unfaithful with the madness. We fear y'all, as you say in Ezekiel, I think in the 2nd chapter, the Moses says, make our forehead harder than their forehead. We never afraid that when you come and you have madness. We know you are coming to pay for your judgment. Right? Go ahead.
So let not the incredulity of them trouble thee that speak against thee. It says, for all the unfaithful shall die in the
You're
unfaithfulness.
going to die in your unfaithfulness. You're not taking heed. You're not taking heed. Every weekend, the men you learn out there, prophesying, telling you what's going on in the system. All the system will collapse. Telling you about the microchip. Let me get the microchip here. Telling you about the microchip. Right? This is what the devil can bring. This is going to become mandatory. This is going to be the new monetary system, the money system. The bill already passed in Trinidad and Tobago since 2012. How much of you Jakes out here know that? But y'all know the next boat ride coming up, when Marshall performing again, y'all know things that have no profit. But this is what will come, the microchip. When this system collapses, this is going to become mandatory. This is the mark of Satan. And you take this chip, you're going to be destroyed. Right?
2nd Ezra verse 15, chapter 4. Chapter 15 verse 4. It says, for all the unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness. Say, behold, said Yahweh, I will bring plagues upon the world, and sword and famine, death and destruction.
Yeah, the Most High can bring all them things, and the Most High do all them things. The Most High do all them things. They're going to be ill time. As was spoken in Daniel chapter 12 verse 1. Time that we never even see before. When the time comes, what y'all going to do? When this ship become mandatory, what y'all going to do? When there's no food, what y'all going to do? Y'all going to give in and take this ship and be destroyed. They got something there?
This is Ezekiel chapter 20 verse 46. Son of man, set thy face towards the south, and drop thy word towards the south, and prophesy against the forest of the south field. and say to the forest of the south, hear the word of Yahweh. Thus said Yahweh, behold, I will kindle a fire in thee, and it shall devour every green tree in thee, and every dry tree. The flaming flame shall not be quenched. All faces from the south to the north shall be burnt therein, and all flesh shall see that I Yahweh have kindled it. It shall not be quenched. Then said I, Ah, Lord Yahweh, they say unto me, doth he speak in parables?
You Jakes, they ain't got a clue coming. You Jakes ain't got a clue coming. You know? I just went around the place, and they got a favorite color to use home. You just got one life to live. You Jakes finish. Somebody give Revelation there, you got the bomb on this mic. Revelation 13. Yeah, this. Somebody give give Revelation 12. Yeah, go ahead.
See 2nd Ezra chapter 14 verse 34. Therefore, if so be that you will subdue your own understanding and reform your hearts, you shall be kept alive. And after death, you shall obtain mercy. So he say, they say we are one life to live, but what the Lord say? You have to live according, you have to reform your life. And after death, you will find mercy. For after death shall the judgment come, when we shall live again.
We shall live again. You live more than once. Even Ecclesiastes chapter 1 verse 9, they say there's nothing new under the sun. So how you could be new if you're under the sun?
I think it's in Job, they say when he changed the cup.
Yeah, I think it's Job 40 something. Yeah, Job waiting for change to come again. So you do live again.
14, if a man dies, so he live again.
Yeah.
Surely all the days of my appointed time I shall wait until my change comes. Going on, it says, for after death shall the judgment come, when we shall live again, and then shall the names of the righteous be manifest, and the works of the ungodly shall be declared.
Yeah, the many, Lord, see the works of the ungodly. There's many. Many, it held up straight to the sky. The ungodly works in this place. That's why we come out there every weekend, day in and day outside and crying for the Most High to destroy this place. Right? Yeah, hey, something.
This is 1 Corinthians. 1 Corinthians chapter 6. 1 Corinthians chapter 6, verse. I'll go straight to the point because higher up was talking about the ungodly, the unrighteous shall not inherit the kingdom. But verse 11 says, and such was some of you. Yes, some of us was like that. But ye are washed, but ye are sanctified, but ye are justified in the name of Yahushua Mashiach by the Spirit of our power.
And our man is washed. Psalms 119 verse 9. Somebody get up. Our man's cleansing ways. You got to take heed unto this word. And this is the brother of AC doing. We take heed. We put aside pride. As the brother said, we was out there being wicked. You know, so we put aside pride. You know, humble ourselves under Yahweh Hashem, Yahweh Hashem, the men that he set over us. We humble ourselves. You know, put aside the pride. Anybody else? You got something today? Go ahead.
This is Ephesians chapter 5 verse 26.
Yeah.
That he might sanctify and cleanse it with the washing of water by the word.
By the word. This word is what cleanse you. This is the word that's cleanse you. Yeah, go ahead.
This is Isaiah 63 verse 16. It says, doubtless thou art our father, though Abraham be ignorant of us, and Israel acknowledge us not. Thou, O Yahweh, art our father, our redeemer, thy name is from everlasting. O Yahweh, why hast thou made us to err from thy ways, and hardened our heart from thy fear? Return for thy servant's sake the tribes of thine inheritance. The people of thy holiness have possessed it but a little while. Our adversaries have trodden down thy sanctuary. We are thine. Thou never bearest rule over them. They were not called by thy name.
These heathens wasn't called by the Most High name. portraying in Israel, you so-called Negroes, Latins,